Peter, a winning start. How happy are you with that today?
Oh, obviously delighted with the manner in which we've won the game. I thought we were dominant throughout. You know, even the last 10-15 minutes, I think Cove threw a lot of stuff at us and we defended really well. But before that, some of the play, some of the pressing, some of the play that we put together today, and the goals that we scored. The first one was a set piece, which we said we needed to be better at. I think we had more chances in the first half. Restricted Cove to not a lot of chances, and we know from last season Cove were a very good side. Got some very good players. It was a really dominant performance. Just disappointed. We should have had another goal disallowed, which when we see that again, I'm really looking forward to seeing that back, because Jack Hanna does absolutely brilliant to press really high up the park, and he blocks the keeper from kicking the ball, and because his momentum ends up taking him into the keeper, but the keeper's running at Jack as well, the deflection goes to Curtis and he scores a second goal. The referee says that our player Jack Hanna ran directly into the goalkeeper, which is absolutely nonsense. I feel we should have had another penalty. We should have had a penalty. Reece Lyons nearly threw on goal and gets sort of pulled down, and then in the aftermath of that, one of their players has their two hands in an unnatural position and it hits their hand. The referee doesn't give a free penalty. So it could have been a lot more comfortable. But again, away from home, last season we struggled to win. This season we started off the season very well with a 2-0 away performance. The only downside is we've picked up a couple of injuries, with Jack Hanna getting injured in that collision with the goalkeeper, and then Benjamin Luson had to come off. Another player, like two players that were excellent today. You know, look around the whole team, really good performances. Ross Stewart wasn't called into many saves, but he made an excellent save in the second half to keep us in it. So when you look around, there's so many pleasing things, so many good things that we did as a team, so many good things that they did as individuals. But it's only one game. We're only at the start of the season. We've got to make sure we recover, because we've got a lot of games now coming up because of the KDM Evolution Trophy, which is going to take its toll on a smaller squad. So make sure everybody's right and raring to go next week.
You wanted to make a good start, so a win away from home at Cove and a clean sheet. You've got to, you're saying that you're disappointed, but you really have to be happy overall.
Obviously, you're happy. So any week you pick up 3 points, you've got to be happy. But I said last season, at certain times, if you just boom the ball long and play for percentages, and it's a hit and hope, and you win a game, that's good that you win a game, but over a course of a season, that's not going to get you success. The manner in which we've performed today against a really good side, with some very good players, if we can keep that up and keep that standard and that level, we give ourselves a very good chance of success. But obviously it's a very long season with injuries and anything can happen, so it's a good start.
You talked here about the injuries to Jack and Benji. What's the assessment of them? I know it's very quick, but what's the assessment so far?
I think Jack's took a very, very sore one in his ribs, so it looks like he said when he was coming off, we had to get their doctor on to have a look at him. He was struggling to breathe at that point, so it could be, the doctor says it could be a broken rib or really damaged ribs. I've had a rib injury to me before, where they have, in between your ribs, you have intercostal muscles that don't get much blood circulating, so the bruise stays in there a hell of a long time and it's very sore. So hopefully Jack's not out for too long, but maybe he will be. Benji got a knock on his wrist. He tried to take on a couple of players and fell over, or got tackled and fell over, and I think one of the players stood on his wrist, so that's not too major, although it's very sore. But on the flip side of that, I need to say a really big well done to Matty Douglas today for coming back to Cove, his first league game after the end of the season in the playoffs, where he broke his wrist in that final game for us, and he's come back in his first game back. Outstanding. Again, as you count on Matty every week, but just delighted for him. It's the psychological side of it. He gets over that and he's raring to go again.
There was some good link-up play today as well. This Queen's push forward especially between Kai Kennedy and Liam Smith.
There was, yeah, but I think Curtis gives us that foil up top in the platform. Reece Lyon I thought was excellent today, ran himself into the ground and worked really hard. So, I think that the combinations and the relationships the players have between each other is really good. But because we moved the ball so quick, and with the one-touch passing that we had, it enabled and created opportunities for Liam and Kai to be 1v1 against centre-backs getting dragged out of their position in Cove's 3-5-2. So that was good, but it'll obviously change next week when you play against different formations and different tactics. So just got to make sure our tactics are on point and give the players the opportunity to be able to play like that.
Back at home next week, so obviously you want to continue the form that you had at home from last season.
We do, but Hamilton have come down, and I don't know how they've got on today, but
I think they won.
They won, so then they're in a position where they want to continue their form, which is obviously the whole big thing about this season, where any team last year that got a run of consecutive results in games gives you a chance of just getting that little bit up ahead in the table. Last season it was tit for tat for a lot of teams for a hell of a long time, until near the end Arbroath went on a really good game. I think it was 11-game unbeaten run, and ourselves went on an 8-game unbeaten run. So yes, we would like to win every game, but they're going to be tough. We just need to make sure we're ready for it.
There was obviously a lot made of the away form last year, so to win on the opening day and have that out of the way, that's gone now.
Absolutely, yeah, that's gone, because the 2 cup games as well that we had were away, and we lost them. So we'll just see where the next game takes us, the next game and the next game. But today was really good. I think it's been a long travel. We stayed over as well, which was very fortunate for us, and we got the result. So it's a good start. It's a good start.
Are you facing the line-up today as well, coming off the bench, and Darbo?
Yep. Kemo's come in. Took a bit of time to be able to get his registration through for us. So yeah, he came on. Still needs to build up his fitness. Didn't have a pre-season anywhere really. Played for us in one of the friendlies earlier on the season with Dumbarton, scored 2 goals. So looking to see maybe a bit more Kemo. But again, we're going to need probably a few more bodies, I would say, in the door, because of the extra games that we're going to have to play this season.